Guys, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in once again. As you lot, or some of you must be aware by now, this episode is sponsored by Foreign Circles. They specialize in top quality silver rings. Make sure you check out their website. By now, obviously, the camera will zoom in onto the rings. So please check out their website and their Instagram. Westside, what's the discount code, bro?
Figuring it out. So make sure you use Figuring It Out and check out for 10% off.
Good man. Obviously, now that the camera's obviously flipped to Westside, you can see that we've got a special guest for you. This is my brother Marv. He's a part-time model, part-time footballer, part-time coach. My guy, welcome, bro.
My brother Marv, what are you saying?
Thank you, bro.
My guy.
What's this? Let me clap. No,
that's for you, bro. That's your flowers. What are you saying?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. How are you?
Yeah, bro, good.
Everyone good?
Any modeling gigs lined up, bro?
Not for me, no. Not for me.
Any for these two?
Yeah, possibly.
Westside, definitely.
Nah, you know what? You know what's so funny? I got a message from one of my friends saying, "Oh, ain't that your boy?" And they showed me a picture of like some guy modeling in a gym, and it was like, "Oh, he looks like Tommy. He looks like you." Like,
oh, me?
Yeah.
No.
And I was like, nah, he don't model. He don't model
from us, bro.
What? They think I'm a model? Yeah. Brother. I'll take that. That's the best thing I've heard all day.
Distinctive
Better
look.
than other comments I've been getting.
You've been getting grilled sometimes,
I've been getting
bro.
grilled on TikTok, boy. Hey, have you seen the comments I've been getting?
Nah, I need to
I've
see
been
it.
getting finished.
Serious?
Yeah, finished.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not doing him justice, wallahi, man.
No one's there. But anyway.
But obviously, as you're aware, we play little games just to make the guests feel comfortable and just have a little laugh amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know by now these two are absolutely diabolical. So we'll see if you can step in and
Him more than me.
Saying, how's your music knowledge?
I'll try my best.
I respect it.
okay. So we're gonna do a little game where I ask a question. So I'll give you an example. If I was to say, where was Usher at 7 o'clock, you would say?
In his drop top, cruising the street.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So it'll be along that kind of way. So the answer is within the lyric, yeah?
It's my favourite bar, you know.
And that's why I always look at you whenever I got you, bro. I'm trying to cater to you lately because you've been getting onto me before, bro.
Low key model.
Yeah, wallahi, chick model, wallahi.
B-Tech model. Hey, show me that picture after
I
that.
will. I literally will.
I need
My
to
guy.
see it myself,
Yeah, yeah.
wallahi. Okay, so I'll start off nice and easy.
Was it just the first one to say it? Yeah, like always.
Just first one to say,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool.
So please, Marv, I'm rooting for you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I don't want Izzy or Westside to win. Okay. Flo Rida said the girl with the boots and the fur had what kind of jeans?
Apple bottom jeans.
Come on, you can't.
I can't lie. I think you said it first.
Thank
But you never said it with a bass. Conviction.
It don't matter.
Oh, yeah, West.
Okay, Wonder West. How does Jay-Z reintroduce himself?
My name is Hove. Come on. Come on. I'm
the
there.
only one I
I'm
could've
back.
got.
1-1.
Okay, where can you meet Lloyd?
What?
Southside.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, it's anyone's game.
Anyone's game.
Okay, what did Biggie tell you to do after you throw your rollies in the sky?
Act like you don't care or something like that.
Wave them side to side.
Oh.
Izzy Smalls, yeah? Remember the name. Remember the name.
Hey.
Okay, what did Drake overdose on?
Ooh. What?
Love.
Nah,
What did Drake overdose on? Lean.
nah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a gamble.
I don't know.
I don't know,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Give up.
What tune is that?
I forgot what song it was, but I might be. I might say I'm too strong on confidence. Overdose on confidence. That's the answer.
Overdose.
I think
Okay, yeah.
the
No, I
answer's
never would have got that.
confident. Okay. Where was the party that Montel Jordan went to on Friday night?
West Side.
I'm trying to remember the.
West Coast.
My guy, no, well, I
West
did it right
side.
the first time. The party's here on the west side.
It's in your yard. It's in your yard. Hey,
I was trying to get the lyrics,
side.
Okay. How long ago was it that Chris Brown saw the hottest chick that a youngun's seen before?
5 minutes?
Yeah. Hey Marv, you got to pull up your socks.
Yeah, this is.
What is it? 2. No, I got 3 now.
2
Yeah.
2.
No, I got 3. Surely.
He's got 3 still.
Come on.
3.
Yeah.
You see you. Wes has always got it in for me, you know.
Okay. According to TLC, what is a guy who thinks he's
No
fly?
sweat.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well done.
That was
Westside.
3.
TLC fans.
Yeah.
Kanye West said, if you're no punk, what should you holler?
What?
Kanye West said, "If
We want prenup."
Yeah, my God.
Talk to me. You man don't know that tune. You man don't know that tune. That man there. You don't know that one.
Okay, last one. Wyclef said he'll be gone till when?
November. You man, I did it. I did it.
The first time you won.
Hey, mama, I made it.
Hey, I'm so proud of you,
Thank
bro.
you. Thank you.
Wallahi.
Oh no, wallah.
Guys, I couldn't have done it without you lot.
Easy, wallah.
Marv, I'm sorry it had to be you know.
What episode number is this? 42.
Yeah.
It took you 42
episodes
episodes
to win.
Hey.
You come a long way from
got
the
this.
Never
tournament.
forget this.
I got the assist. So, right.
Marv got the assist.
Marv, you got a couple good points, so I'm still proud of you, bro. Don't worry. Izzy's about time.
Reigning
Izzy.
champ. Guess what? After one day, I'm the reigning champ.
But obviously, Marv, thank you for coming on. We asked you to come on so we could just talk about your journey. Obviously, you've gone through like a lot in your football career, but I don't want to unpack it yet. So we'll just peel off the layers bit by bit. So before we start, just tell the viewers about your journey and where you started and how long you've been kicking ball for, etc.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically I've been playing, ever since primary school. So like year 3, year 4. Didn't really take it serious. Just loved the, the competitive side of it. And then obviously in school where everyone's playing football. So it's you have to support a team, this, that and the other. And probably till I got to about year 6 was when I started playing for the school team. And started taking, it's a little bit late, probably was about 11, 12. And that's when I started taking it a little bit more serious. And then going into secondary school, some of my friends started going to pro clubs. So then I thought, this is something that I want to do. So through secondary school, going on trials here and there, didn't really quite cut it anywhere. So I got to about 16 where, you need to get a scholar somewhere. And so went on trial at like a lower league club. Didn't work out. I thought this is going to be, something that's not,
Not for you kind of thing.
Yeah. But I didn't. You know what it is? I love football. I love football.
Was you disheartened throughout this process now?
Nah, not really.
Yeah,
not really. Because I felt like I wasn't, seen fully. Yeah, so I feel like, and I had one coach always used to say to me, there's 90 something professional teams, you can have 91 no's and then the 92nd one is a yes.
It just takes one, Yeah,
it just takes one. So that kind of stuck with me. And I went into like a college program where what I actually do now. So I teach in a college right now.
We'll come to that as well. Yeah.
So I went to went training with them. And it was good. It was good. There was a lot of players that have been released from clubs that go here to try get back in the game. So I went there and just done well. Trained and played against a professional team, and just got the luck at the same time. And then I got a scholar at a club, which was good.
Yeah, that's sick. I mean, like the college thing is sick because I remember when I was young, I used to do it for Woolstone. So it's sick because you're going to college, but you're also playing ball. So I remember like when I used to do it, the footballers were in their own little community. So like everyone in the college kind of knew, they're the footballers. And it's similar to like, well, obviously the American thing, but on an absolute minute scale. It's not obviously, it's not on parallel.
Not
but
on the same scale.
I don't know, my schedule was like you train on a Monday, Tuesday, I think you play on a Wednesday, and then a match day, Wednesday, and then Fridays you go back to training. So from there, you went from there and then you got picked onto a club.
Yeah. So we had a friendly against, it was pre-season, had a friendly against a club. And I played well. And the manager said that he wanted to see me again. So I went like on a 2-week trial and just trained and then played a game for them.
What was your position back then?
I was playing all over the gaff.
Yeah.
That position at that time, I was playing right back.
When you got scouted? Right back. Yeah,
I was playing right back. I had a massive long throw.
So,
Rory Delap.
Hey, did you do the flip thing as well?
No.
You got that one, yeah?
You got that one in the locker.
The flip one is a sick.
The flip one.
Yeah. So, I was playing right back at that.
What club was it? That
Gillingham.
Okay.
Yeah. At the time, they were in League One. Just got the luck then.
What's this, 08, 07?
This was 06.
06,
okay, yeah. 06.
So, and then how long, obviously you got the scholar at Gillingham.
Yeah.
And then what was it like, obviously, because did you go out there or did you travel?
Yeah, so the first year I travelled, So going over the Dartford crossing like every single day.
How long was your
It
commute
was
every
£1.
day?
And now it's like £3.
Yeah.
How long was the commute?
Hour and 15,
And how old are you at the time? You said
17. So
you're still quite young, like to be doing long distance journeys like that. Especially back in those days. I think today is a bit different, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
16. When we were 16,
It's
was not
not-
like the
yeah.
16 of today. I think that's how I feel anyway. That maybe I'm.
You know what's funny as well, because I didn't really know about Gillingham. I never knew about like League One and League Two.
You don't at that age.
At that, nah.
don't care.
You know, Championship Prem, innit?
Yeah.
Not even Championship.
Oh, for real?
Honestly, I was literally just I'm going to the Prem. I'm going to the Prem. I don't know nothing else. So it kind of it's you know it went to my side and then sometimes it didn't, because me going there was like, this is nothing.
Yeah, so
And
you
so
didn't
I
have
felt
that fear.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then at same time I should know I got to study this as well. I should know
No, facts.
yeah.
So when you was in there, and obviously the traveling back and forth every day, how long was it until you playing matches, but was it a case, did you have to wait long in order to get your first team opportunity, or was it like a while you was just grinding?
So yeah, it came probably like a year or two after. The funniest thing is a new youth team manager came in on my second year, and he just didn't like me.
Okay.
I don't know what the reason was. He just I was a second year scholar at the time. Not that you should get priority in game time, stuff like that. So games were coming along and I wasn't playing. And I was on the bench, coming on, doing this, whatever. And I was the only second year that was on the bench,
Yeah.
which is like, it's not great. And I remember one particular game, we went to Portsmouth away, and we was losing like 2 or 3-0, and he'd made 3 subs already, and I wasn't one of them.
Oh, so you.
So my head was gone.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And like the last 10 minutes, he tried to make another sub, and I'm thinking like, no, surely you can't do that.
Yeah.
And he's put me on. The ref's done it, and everything's done.
Yeah.
And the liners must have clocked, and he's like, you've made 4 subs, and then I had to come back off the pitch.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was. I think he tried to break me. He tried to get me in his room, like to conversate with me and try and find out what motivates me and this, that, and other. Trying to be like I don't know if it was in a good way or a bad way. Honestly, I still don't know.
Yeah.
But was you like?
But I weren't feeling great.
I hate when they do that to players with attitude and have bad attitude, or whenever like egos and whatever whatnot. But was you that type of player, or was you?
I wouldn't say ego, but I didn't care what he said. Like, as soon as I knew that he didn't really like me, not that I was disrespectful or rude or anything, but I did not care. Like, I used to get sent from training quite a lot, like sent home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like the youth team would train here, the first team would train here, and it's freezing cold, it's raining, and he's stopping it, starting it every 2 seconds. So I'm freezing.
Yeah.
I've got my hands down my like, because my hands are
don't
my hands
even-
down
yeah.
my-
Your
like,
shorts, yeah.
and then I'm looking at the first team as well, because they're like laughing, joking, having fun.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, not paying
in the
attention.
cold and that.
I'm not paying attention. So the manager's like, Marv, what did I say? And I'm like,
Yeah.
and he goes, take your stuff off, like go home.
Yeah. That's how it is.
So yeah, and literally where we train there, it's like a prison cell where the changing rooms are. Literally like a prison cell. Wow. So no one got changed there. We changed at the ground and then drove to the training ground.
Shit.
Yeah, so it's like a 5-10 minute drive, and literally, I'd have to wait for someone because I didn't drive in that time. So
Yeah.
I'm watching them. I'm just sitting there because I'm can't do anything. And then one day the first team manager come in and was like, "Why are you sitting there, Marv?" I was just like, the manager sent me home. He's like, "All right, don't worry, tomorrow you train with us."
With the first team.
Yeah.
First team manager.
Wow.
So that's how I kind of got my way in.
No
Really?
way.
Yeah.
Sick still.
And literally trained with the first team, and like I loved it. I was great. The manager loved me straight away because he saw that I had like just confidence, like
Yeah.
because
When
at the
you're
same
that age, yeah.
and I'm buzzing to go train
Of
with
course,
them.
yeah,
And
yeah.
also, I don't know none of these players. Like they don't seem like professional to me because you're not on TV.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when
If you're
you
not on the
got-
Prem, then yeah.
There's no pressure, basically.
I agree. So when you went obviously and started training with the first team, was there like at any point did you think, oh, these men are levels, or was you just like, oh, this is minor?
Nah, I felt it the hard way sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would get smashed, and then like the manager's like, "Get up," and I'm like, my back's nearly broken. It was physical. It was very physical.
Were any of them like welcoming towards you? Did any of them try to put arm around your shoulder? 'Cause I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes when obviously players sort of go through that, and I feel like some players will put an arm around a youngster's shoulder, and some players will just be like, "Nah, this suit's coming from my position. I don't give 2 shits about him."
Yeah.
I had a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But mostly welcoming, because I played a few pre-season games for the first team, and I guess they thought I was all right.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And you were playing right back for them, yeah?
Yeah, I was playing right back, right midfield.
Right wing, yeah?
Yeah, I was playing everywhere, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Jack of all
pretty
trades.
much versatile. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's sick. So obviously, just now that obviously you're getting your first. When did your debut come?
My debut came at Luton away.
What was that like for you? Just in the obviously, there's a lot of youngsters that watch football and play football, and for anyone interested, like, sorry girls if you're not interested in football, by the way, but for anyone interested, like, what was it like for you? Did you know beforehand that you'd be starting?
Nah, so I didn't start. I came on.
Okay, so prior to that, okay, forget even starting. Knowing that you was on the team sheet for your first professional game, what was it like for you the night before, like leading up to it? Was you calm and collected, or was you like?
Yeah, I just didn't think I was playing.
Okay.
So I didn't get that. You know, I wasn't scared. I didn't have that fear.
And this is League One, isn't it?
Yeah, this
and
is
League One gets sold out, isn't it?
yeah, it was right.
That's
That's
what I'm saying. Full-time League One games are
actually they do,
bro,
bro. Wallahi, they got a
they
cult
get sold
following.
out. So you're like,
Yeah.
you're not buzzing.
I was kind of, but I've been in the squad before and not been on the bench.
Oh,
Okay.
So, you know, you take
So this
18.
is the first time you got called up into
Now
the
you're on the-
actual squad
the squad.
of players.
Yeah,
that are
I
gonna
didn't
be-
know until I was at the ground. So it was an away game.
so that's why it wouldn't affect your night before
Nah.
anyway.
So you're traveling with the squad, which is like an 18-man squad, and then obviously 5 subs at the time. So only 16. So I could be 17, 18.
Yeah.
Just sitting in the stand, you know what I mean? So I've been there and done that before. So this time round, I was on the bench, and it was like, oh, okay, sick. Yeah.
So that was it. Just okay, sick. Like, you
Okay,
didn't-
sick.
What, you like?
I just didn't think I
shit,
was-
I'm on the bench.
No, I just didn't think I would get on.
You're still not thinking you're going to come on.
Nah, still not thinking because
To get coming on, would you not be buzzing?
I-
if you're
no,
on the
I
bench?
would.
On the
If I
bench,
said to you,
yeah.
I
your
would,
first
yeah.
pro game, you're gonna sit on the bench. I'll be sitting there shitting like, fuck, man, this is mad. I'll be like this, you know. I'll be watching the crowd like that every 2 seconds,
I'll be
bro.
watching the game. I'll be watching the game.
I couldn't even remember the warm up. I can't even remember the warm up. Like we done it, and all I remember is sitting on the bench, putting a bib on, just sitting there, and then the game's going on, crowd's going nuts, and then one of the coaches said, "Yeah, warm up." Like after 15 minutes, so 3 of us gone up, and yeah, just jogging up and down, and then fans are there, just clapping.
giving it
them.
them
Yeah,
ones?
give it a little clap.
Yeah, I love that shit. I love that. That's all I want to do. I don't even want to play.
Just do that
Let
one
me warm
time.
up for 90 minutes. I'll be doing that. Hey, Sharp, we're 6-0 down. I'm giving it that. 6-0 down, I'm doing that one.
Definitely a model.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
bro.
telling
Love
you,
that
bro.
shit.
That's all I want to do.
So he told you to warm up, and then what was that feeling like when he said, "Marv, come over"?
It was, bro. So it might have been the 30th minute, something like that. So
That's
first
early.
half.
That's mad,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So 2 or 3 of us jogging down in the corner, and then he's shouting like that. And I'm like, you can't hear because the
Can you hear? Yeah, I've been wondering to ask. You know, sometimes like obviously when you watch the
manager
games and
shout
they just shout,
instructions.
but I feel like sometimes they just shout and then they can hear. But in my mind, I always think, bro, there's like 90,000, 70,000. How are you hearing that someone say?
Yeah, I don't think you can. Like, I literally went to Old Trafford the other day, one of my friends, and we were sitting next to each other. We couldn't hear each other.
That's mad.
That's mad. So
Yeah,
the man
it was
shouted,
against
but you
Liverpool,
can't
by the
hear
way,
him.
but- Yeah, can't. I couldn't hear. And the fans are screaming at us like to say like, look,
Okay.
towards the bench. So I'm looking, and then he's like that,
Oh.
and I'm looking around like, nah, that's not me. That's not me.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just ran over, and he was like, yeah, you're coming on. One of the wingers got injured in the first 30 minutes, so that's why I come on in the first half. And yeah, that was insane. As soon as I walked on the pitch, my mouth went dry.
I can imagine.
Your heart
Yeah.
Couldn't breathe, couldn't swallow, couldn't feel anything.
What's your heart saying? Doing a mad
My
thing?
heart was upside down. It was like, it was mad, and I got the ball straight away as well.
No.
But I think it helped me.
Yeah.
Because but it's true. No, but it does because sometimes you just got to get thrown into it because you need to settle your feet ASAP.
But your
You
first
can't-
touch has to be spot
Yeah.
on.
How was your first touch?
The ball was zinged to me like mid-air, like knee height.
So it's,
So I lifted up my foot and it just went ting, went down, and I was like, oh my god.
Then you relax.
That's
Yeah,
like-
then it allows you to be like,
yeah.
you get that
So it
first
just-
breath. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And how did the game end? Do you remember?
We ended up losing 3 or 4-1.
You don't
something
matter.
like that.
What was it like going home and telling your family?
Oh, it was insane. It was insane. I was, at the start. So when we were traveling on the coach,
Yeah.
and we're going to the game, and it's traffic on the M1, mad traffic. So we got like basically police escorted because obviously we needed to be there on time.
Of course, yeah.
So they're taking us through, and I was like telling my family then, and then they were like, "Nah, that's crazy. Like that's you know,
sick,
that was you know what I was happy about." But then after the game, yeah, telling everyone, telling friends and family, and everyone was just there to support and be.
I can imagine, yeah. So it's a like massive moment for like your household, isn't it? Especially for you, but even more so like for them, because they've seen you, the sacrifice that you make and the journeys that you used to make at 17, 16, and trying this and trying that. So for them to finally witness that moment and to see that moment must have been a beautiful moment.
Did the manager say anything to you? Like after your
the game?
like little feedback or your performance? Like
not really, to be honest.
just that's it.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
again.
that was
next
it. Yeah,
game?
that
Okay.
literally next game.
Yeah.
We're going for the next game,
Did you start the next game?
Next game, no, I didn't. I didn't start. I was on the bench again.
Did you come on?
I came on again, yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, I started a few in a row.
But wait. You know the next game. Is it in your head now that I might actually play? Because remember the first game you didn't have that feeling.
Yeah.
Did you have it in the second game?
Yeah.
And how was that night then? Sleeping?
Yeah, that was, to be honest, thinking back, I still wasn't nervous.
Yeah.
I was just excited.
Yeah.
And you know that feeling, I don't know, it's strange. Like just before kickoff, like let's say the
I don't,
striker's
bro.
got the ball.
I don't know that feeling, bro. You gotta tell me.
You gotta tell me.
I
Explain
only
it.
know Westway. I know Westway, bro. That's
All right, Westway, even when you go and play five-a-side,
Yeah.
just before you start the game, you get a bit of like,
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that moment.
that's
That's my
that
favorite
feeling,
time.
yeah.
As soon as the referee says, "Boo," I love that moment.
What
That's
did
when
the ref say?
switch on.
What does the ref say?
Sorry, when he blows his whistle. Had a mare.
I don't know what ref does that.
I've seen someone do that still.
yeah. So it's like it's just a positive feeling, like that. I'm all for that.
Did your family members get to come and watch you when you were playing at Gillingham?
Yeah.
What was it like the first time you invited them?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Did that add any pressure to you though?
No.
Have they seen you play before prior to that?
Yeah, but obviously not at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna ask you. You know, like when you see those memes and they like see the brother doing bare stepovers and they say, when your girl comes to watch.
Yeah.
Are you like, because you know your family's there, you thinking I need to do something
on a
like
show
to
or
get,
something.
I need to.
I think I got like work harder.
Yeah.
I'm not really the most skillful player.
But you're gonna put in a shift.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing this. This is what I was doing it for. You know what I mean?
Facts,
So,
yeah.
that sort of.
They must have been
grind.
proud of you as well.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely.
That's a beautiful moment.
That's a beautiful
though,
moment,
innit?
man.
It's like going to a stand and seeing your child play. I feel like that.
And then also seeing like thousands of people cheering
Yeah, I
on
think
and
that's-
clap and all of that, bro. Did you have a good game? If you remember?
Yeah. No, I had a few decent games.
Yeah.
I probably had one bad game out of the bunch that I played, and I played like in 1 month, which was I played like 5 or 6 games at once in 1 month, which was good. Yeah, so it was good. It was good.
And in that period, is the manager still not saying anything like, "Hey, I'm like keep it up, I like it," or nothing? It's just
No, nothing really. He
Business.
you know what? He was old school, so he wouldn't say much. It would just be like, all right, cool, let's go for the next game. We're going for the next
Let's
game.
go again.
Yeah, literally just that.
So obviously, after that month period where you played X amount of games, what happens next? I feel like this is a side of football that a lot of people, obviously everyone thinks the glamour of football, and once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
There are a lot of politics amongst football in general, but obviously some people, they get unlucky breaks. So what happened for you after your month or 2 month stint of like a run of good games?
New manager came in, so the one that got me starting and playing had left. And there was a period where we had like 2 weeks where we didn't have a manager, so the coach took over,
Yeah.
and he was still playing me.
Okay.
Yeah. So when the new manager came in, I was on the bench the next game. So I'd start the previous game. I was on the bench the next game, and that game was on Sky Sports as well.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a Sky Sports game as well. And then I was on the bench, didn't come on, and the game after that, I think we had like a midweek cup game.
Yeah.
I'd played in that, and then after that, I never played again.
That's mad.
Yeah. it was
no
literally
dialogue
just-
between you two.
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, he took me in office and just said, he said, I don't think you're hungry enough.
Oh.
Don't think you want it enough, this, that, and other. Just gave me some speech.
Did you agree?
No,
Because you know what effort you're putting in, innit?
of course, yeah. And at that time, I had a little bit of a big time attitude because obviously I'm playing.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 years old, I'm playing, starting
Yeah.
in the first team, and it got to my head a little bit.
Did you feel like that's a cop out? Like he's just saying it because he doesn't want to, like, as in he already made up his mind. He don't want you to play, whether you put in a shift or not. He already made up his mind.
No, this is what he basically said. He said I'd watched the Leyton Orient game, so that was the game that I started.
Yeah.
So before he got the job.
Yeah.
And he said that on the list that he put an asterisk next to my name to say, yeah, this is one I want to keep.
Oh, okay.
So what changed?
Don't know.
And to this day, you've never seen him or
I have.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times.
Have you spoken about it or not?
Nah.
Wow.
it's done now, isn't it?
He kind of said to me, if I played in this position or whatever, then you'd have played over 100 games for me, something like that.
What
But he
position?
could have said that
position?
at the time.
I don't know.
What position was it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah,
weird.
It sounds like he's just saying.
It's a
definitely
cop-out.
a cop-out.
I feel like it's a
100%
cop-out.
It sounds like a
cop
cop
out.
out. Obviously, only he knows, but it sounds like a cop out.
Yeah, it was something to do with like, it might have been right back, left back, which I was fine with. But I was telling him I'm right footed, like I'm not left footed. You know?
Yeah.
So it was kind of sort of like that. But yeah, other than that, it wasn't like, something that I was taking on board. I just, once I knew that he didn't want me, I was just like, yeah, all right, cool. Like,
And the saddest thing is, like, I feel like in every level of football, whether it be like top elite level or even right down to like semi-pro level, anytime a new manager comes in, he's coming in with his own players. Like he ain't got time to be trying to tell you how he likes to play. He wants to get his own players in that know his system and know
100%.
His identity.
what he's exactly that. So I feel sorry for you that happened to you, but it's part of football, and it's this harsh reality that a lot of people don't understand. You may even be a wicked player, but you just may not fit his system, and he ain't got time to be trying to adjust to you and trying to make whatever what.
Yeah, babysit and whatever.
Yeah, like it's all long. Like going, obviously now, if you went back now, was there anything you'd do different? Because you said that you got to your head a little bit.
yeah, but it gave me confidence at the same time. Gave me more confidence. I would probably been a little bit more coachable.
Was you not?
Not really.
Because it's all gonna tie back now. Obviously, you're doing youth coaching now. So
Yeah.
before we get later down the line, that's why I wanted to ask you now. So
Yeah. Literally, I wasn't the best student. I would say. I would pick and choose who I listened to.
was that determined on their football knowledge, or you just
just depending on the relationship.
On the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. If I had a good connection with that person, I would listen to every single word that person says.
But if you didn't, even though this guy has shit knowledge,
He could have played in the Prem
you know
for
what?
550.
You don't care.
I've heard so many, like, when I watch podcasts with actual like ex-pros and that, and they talk about certain managers, and they're like, literally what you just said. So many pros have said that, where they said like, this manager would have got the job, I'd run through a wall for him.
Yeah.
But then the other manager, I switched off, like I wasn't interested. And obviously they say it now because they've retired.
Yeah,
because
it's
at the
easier
time
for
you
them to
played
say.
a game, you just got to buy your time. Because he was saying basically they kind of already knew where a lot of the players had the same kind of feeling. They knew who's going to be out the door in about 6 weeks,
Facts.
maybe 6 months, like depending on the results. But so it's like you saying it now kind of makes sense. It happens at every level.
Even if I go to like non-league, like recent last 5 or 6 years, I find it hard to go and play for a manager I don't know.
To this day,
To this day. To this day. And I still probably wouldn't.
really.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. And if I have, then it's broken down.
Is that you being stubborn, or is that just like, as in, would you want to change that thing about yourself?
Yeah, I wouldn't say change, but I would say,
Improve on it.
this is improve on it, definitely.
Yeah.
And I would, give this advice to any young, player that's trying to come through, that you need to create these relationships, keep them, sustain them.
Yeah.
And then, later on down the line, you never know what can happen.
Facts. That guy could get a big move and he could be like, you know what, I like that guy. Let me just take him with
I
me.
remember that
100%.
right back.
Yeah.
Well, most players get their break like that.
No, it's the truth though.
Yeah.
And the sad reality of it is who you know.
Sometimes
Forget
it's not your
anything else.
footballing ability, it's your relationship and how you are as a person also that can get you far.
Characteristics, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And as a manager, you want someone who'd run through a brick wall for you rather than someone that's just going to give you about 70% effort. I ain't got time for that. So what happens in that next chapter? So after that whole situation with the manager, so did he then decide to did he freeze you out completely, the team?
Yeah.
But he allowed you to train on that?
Nah. So
like that.
yeah, he throws out literally loads of us.
But you're under contract, no?
Yeah.
Is that a part?
You can say like go train with the youth team,
So basically,
or go train by yourself.
That's pretty much pros and out, isn't it?
yeah.
No
That's literally it's happening in lower league professional clubs as well. Of course, yeah, it happens all the time. And
How was your like mental health back then? Because obviously, like, I don't know about
Must have
you,
been
but I would have been, that would have
Especially
like,
at
messed me up,
18?
man.
yeah.
'Cause you're still young. Like,
would've rocked me.
You've come off a banging like 6-game spell. All of a sudden now, new manager, and like it's just flipped.
Go train with the kids.
Yeah, like
It's mad.
Like, what was you going through? Do you remember?
No, honestly, I don't remember. But what I do know is that the feeling that I had was I can go and get something else somewhere else.
I'm gonna show them.
Okay.
I can do something else. It got to January where the transfer window opened. He put like, I don't know, 14 of us on the transfer list.
14.
Yeah.
Wow.
And most of these guys are established league players.
Like
so
that?
they can go and get clubs easy.
Easy. Yeah.
Some of these players are going on loan in the league above.
That's mad.
So they're not sweating it.
Like,
They're just
it's
thinking,
fine.
whatever.
It's totally fine with them.
For someone who's an 18-year-old, you're thinking, shit.
This is the make or break time.
This was like, this was, but at the same time, I still feel like I had time.
Yeah.
But, football isn't,
It's
don't
not.
wait for
It
nobody.
really ain't, yeah.
It goes. So I had like a few things. I went to, so this is what he said, the manager said. He said, listen, all right, cool. You guys can go find a team. Let us know when you want to go to a professional team to like train or whatever you want to do. Let us know like the day before. So on the Sunday, my agent called me and said, Marv, Barnet want to have a look at you
Okay.
at this time. So I said, yeah, cool, I'll go. I said, you got to speak to your manager and tell him that you want to go. I said, all right, cool. Gave him a call. I said, I'm going Barnet tomorrow for like the week, just to let you know. He said, yep, no problem. So I trained on the Monday, trained on the Tuesday. Wednesday we had it off, and I was finished training on Thursday, and I got a call from the secretary at Jill's, and she said, you got to come in tomorrow, which was Friday. So I said, all right, cool. Strange. And I trained well. Like, he wanted me to come on loan, basically, the manager at the time. He just wanted to have a look at me, which is fair enough, So I've gone back to Jill's on a Friday, and I had a letter on the desk. I never have letters. It's like, these letters
Pigeonholes
for the first
empty.
team. Yeah. nothing. No plans, no nothing.
Pigeonhole,
And I had a letter, and I opened it up, and it says my name and all that, and it said, I've been fined 2 weeks' wages.
What?
Oh, the manager set you up.
Been fined 2 weeks'
For going?
wages for going to another professional team without their consent.
Even though you got consent?
Yeah.
You didn't stick it on him. You must have went, what, mad? Because I know you. You're not like, but you speak your mind, innit? You're back your
But didn't
corner.
your agent know as well, though? Because he's told you.
Yeah,
He
that's why I
assured
told
it,
to the manager at the time. So anyway, I'd spoke to the captain at the time. Just pulled him, asked him, said, look, I've just been fined 2 weeks' wages. What do you think I should do? And he said, Marv, honestly, these guys that that will put these things in place, it's hard to get anything back out of them.
Fucking
So you just said basically leave it.
Take it on the chin.
Yeah. So that month I got 2 weeks' wages.
Oh, that's
So you never ever spoke to him about it?
I never spoke
left
to him about it. No, I left it.
And then what happened with Barnet?
They wanted a fee to take me on loan. Jules wanted a fee to take me on loan, and Barnet weren't paying that for an 18-year-old kid.
So they even blocked.
So they
that
don't
as
want to
well.
let you play, and then they don't even want to like help you go and play. They just that sounds like it's a personal thing. Obviously, I don't know the football world like that,
honestly,
but
yeah.
I think
Don't know.
it sounds like it is.
Nah, there's a lot of. But the
I know
saddest
there's a
thing
lot
is
of
that
politics.
happens.
I know there's a lot of politics, but
It's mad how frequent it happens, though. That's the same. Especially if you've got no use for a player, let him go.
that's what I'm saying.
You know where I'm coming from. Especially like you don't need to. I hear that some clubs may want to make like money on certain players and whatnot, but if you've got absolutely no use for a player and obviously you're 18 at the time, then let the 18-year-old.
Let him go shine.
Let him
man.
go play. Yeah,
give him
yeah.
a chance.
Yeah,
That's
It was
mental.
crazy at that time, and there was a couple other loan things that I could have went to, which was like like in non-league basically.
Yeah.
And it got to, I think it was like January, February, like just training with like youth team or the players that are not playing, and it got to March is like where you can do like emergency loan.
Okay.
So like for the last whatever of the season, so I ended up going on loan to Dover at the time for the last month, and
The same league or?
nah, this was like I can't even remember. It must have been like Ryman Premier.
I think they're lower. Yeah.
Yeah, it was lower league, non-league, and they had won the league, so they had like a couple games to play to win, and they won. So we won the league. Obviously, I weren't there at all. But smallest part ever.
Yeah. I know you celebrated.
I've got a picture of us like celebrating. I'm standing there like Ashley Cole.
No. You should have just joined him, man.
I was like,
You feel like wrong, innit? You feel like I can't
it just didn't feel. This didn't feel right.
I never earned it. Yeah,
and I didn't play well, to be honest. If I think about it, I didn't play well. I was a little bit arrogant because I'm coming from.
You're coming from high there to down there. Yeah.
It was just it was a nonsense time for me.
So obviously now let's just fast forward a bit. So the season's ended. Where's your mind at now?
I can find another club.
And how long did it take?
So pre-season, I'd gone on trial at Burton Albion.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like a League 2 club. Trained there, done really well. Played in the game, scored, done really well. And the manager was like, it's good news. Like me and another boy that had the same agent.
Yeah.
He sat us in the room and said, yeah, it's good news. Like, we want to try and get something done for you guys. Come back in on Monday, blah, blah, blah. We'll sort something out. It was a buzzing. So we were driving back home with our agent after the game on the Saturday, after we spoke to him. And on the next day, got a phone call from my agent and he said, it's not good news.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He said he wants to go a different direction.
Oh.
So me and my friend, Chris, we still banter about it till this day. We're still waiting for the call to go back.
Hey, this football world is
waiting
mad.
for the phone to ring.
It's crazy, bro.
This is the sign that so many people don't get to experience or see. It's
Many people
mad.
don't. They just see the glamour. They don't know the bullshit that's going on behind the scenes.
So obviously I'm doing like little coaching schools at the same time because I need to make
you
some
get
money,
money,
at the
bro.
same
You
time,
can't just sit at home. Yeah.
No, I can't. And I've never made enough money to go and be like, I can sit out for a year.
Yeah.
It was not, So it got to January. So I was playing with a local coach that I know of through, really, really young. Trained with him all the time because he was very good with me. He's like a mentor as well.
Okay.
Is that the guy that I was messaging you about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Big up Dan.
Yeah.
Danny Bailey. So he helped me out. Got me in the right place, and my agent said to me, come to about January, agent called me and said, Marv, would you like to go to Cyprus? And this time I didn't even know where Cyprus was. So I was oblivious. I was so stupid.
Of course, we all
So
had those moments.
So I said, yeah, why not? He said, all right, cool. We'll book your ticket. You go for a week, spend it for a week. The manager is under our books as well.
Oh.
So, you can, as a manager, you can have an agent as well.
Yeah.
So that's how he knows. And he was like, okay, go out there, see if you like it, see if they like you. I said, all right, cool. So I packed my bag for not even 5 days and then trained Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The manager was like, yeah, I want to sign you.
What was the level like?
It was good. It was very good, very high.
What's the equivalent of level one?
Equivalent, you can't really say the whole league.
Yeah, the structure is different. Yeah, every country is different.
So the top 3 or 4 teams play in Europe.
But you was in their top flight.
Yeah, top flight
league of there. So there's no higher in that.
No, you couldn't go any higher.
So you was top flight. Yeah.
Yeah. So the top team had just one of the top teams had just played Man United the other day, Omonia.
Oh,
so they're in Cyprus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are, isn't it? Yeah, they are.
I'm watching from the windows.
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
So 1 week you could be playing in front of 12,000, 15,000. And the next week you could play in front of 1,000, which is what my team was like, basically. One of the lower teams.
What was it like? Obviously, how old were you at the time? 19?
20? No, so 20. I was 20, yeah.
Okay.
So, 19.
What was it like for you, obviously, at 20 years old, just packing up everything, saying, you know what? Fuck this, I'm gone.
It's a different country.
Because it's mad, because a lot of people say they want to make it, but I know a lot of people that had opportunities and they just said, you know what, I'm not going there, that's long. Because everyone has the dream of England, but the percentage of people that make it in the UK is fucking ridiculously small, bro. Not many people, forget Premier League, not many people make it to League 2, League 1 teams. So obviously for you to, at 20 years old, to say, you know what, I'm out. What was your family? What was the situation with family, everything at home?
Was there anyone you spoke to get advice?
Yeah, so this Danny Bailey, my coach at the time, he was pushing me to go, saying, because he had played there when he was younger.
Okay.
Yeah, so he gave me some good advice about that. And I saw an opportunity again.
Agreed.
Yeah. To get back in the game somewhere full time. And that's all I wanted to do. I didn't, a lot of English players, like you said, just don't want to travel, don't want to go abroad.
I know bare man that just went on it, bro. They said, I can't be bothered.
What's Mumsy saying? She's
very supportive.
Yeah,
very supportive.
telling you go do it, live your
go.
dream.
Yeah, literally telling me go.
Want you to be happy, bro.
For a week and then see how it is. At least you travelled. At least you got to experience something else.
Of course, yeah.
Was there much difference in terms of like, obviously you've done league chilling or League One at the time when you went in, so
League
obviously
One,
that's pro. Was there much different in terms of like training standards? Like, do you train the same amount of days? Was it a lot more intense when you're training with the pro team here, or was it more intense with Gillingham?
It was probably more intense. To be honest, more intense in Cyprus because of the heat, and also we trained like double sessions, like a lot.
You must have been fitter then.
Yeah, I was flying.
Yeah.
But in England, you'd rarely do a double session, and it was. I mean, it's a lot more quicker. The tempo of the game is a lot more quicker here.
Yeah, I can imagine. So
A lot more tactical there.
But are they more teched over there?
I wouldn't say teched. I'd just say it's more reserved. You have the ball, we have the ball.
It's I know what you mean.
Chess match.
Yeah, basically in a
More
nutshell.
physical here then.
Yeah, wait. This is the
hey.
I think England's known for that, bro.
Yeah.
Physicality.
You get beat up over there, bro.
Yeah, but them dons over there, man, they're big. They're wham.
Where?
In Greece.
I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, there's
This
huge
guy's
people.
watching
They're
too
strong.
many of these Greek shows, bro.
He's watching
300 and
300.
that.
Yeah,
That's 300.
He's watching them things. Leonidas.
Leonidas.
Them man there.
Why side thinks everyone in that country is built like that, bro?
Oh, they're wham, fam. Every Greece brother I've met, they're wham.
To be fair, when you're saying that, I know I work with one. He's like 6'3".
Wham.
Like, not wham, but he's big. He's a unit. He's a unit. He's a
There you go,
unit.
you're
Like,
probably
it's like
right.
yeah, he's a unit.
So obviously now you're in Greece and you're playing. What's it like? What emotions are you going through? Like what's happening for you? Do you get to a point at any? How long was you there for?
A year and a half.
At any point in that year and a half, was it tough for you in terms of like, because people may want to
Homesick,
know, was
yeah.
you homesick? Did you miss the man them? Did you think, oh, you know what, I can't
Do you
be
want to
bothered?
quit? Like,
The more time, that's the reason why a lot of people don't fully go
Stay.
through on their
Yeah,
situation because they're thinking, I miss chilling with the man them, or this is dead, or
Yeah.
I miss my
FOMO,
mom,
yeah.
I miss,
FOMO.
you know where I'm coming from. It's not the same because you're many opportunities trying to get back to go link up and then you may not want to go back again.
Yeah, of course I missed the family, missed home, obviously, but I was on a mission.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
And I did. I'm not gonna say I didn't miss home. I did. Probably the only time that it affected me was probably the last month of the season, where I was counting down the days and I couldn't sleep. I had insomnia at the time.
Serious?
Yeah, 100%. I just couldn't sleep. And because of these double sessions at the time, it was hitting me even harder because it was getting towards the summer, which was a lot more hotter.
Yeah.
Imagine.
And it was like you train in the morning, you go home, eat, and you have a nap. And this nap is like 3-4 hours because you're going to
That's
train in the
asleep.
evening. Yeah.
That's a sleep.
wallahi.
So when you come back from training the second time, you're like, I can't even see. I need to eat and then repeat. And it's just like,
You're just drained.
yeah. And it was the first time I started watching TV series.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I was like 21, it was the first time I started watching like actual TV series.
Oh, but surprised
Well,
to
I
that.
never, I'd watch like Fresh Prince and all that.
Yeah, but you're not.
Yeah, nah.
You're not following.
I wasn't
an
no
actual-
following, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, my first one as well was the craziest one. It was Dexter. I don't know if
Oh,
you've
okay, I've heard of it. I've never seen
No,
it.
I don't
I've
think
heard
Yeah,
of it.
if you read the thing, you're gonna be like, "Marv, what the hell are you watching?"
Oh, I'm gonna go after this. I'm gonna have a look just to see what you was watching.
Yeah.
So after you completed your year and a half, what happens next for you?
Came back to UK and got kind of I don't want to say stuck, but yeah, stuck in the non-league cycle.
Yeah, but it's the truth, but there's many players that go through
Yeah.
like that things like that anyway.
Yes, it's a cycle, literally a cycle. Once you're in there, it's hard to get out. But yeah, I just came and played for like a few non-league teams, and I was trying to go other places. Like I'll try to go abroad again, and things just weren't connecting.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, that was.
Was it tough for you? Obviously now you've gone from, again, like you said, of course some games is 1,000, but obviously some games is 12,000 people. You're playing pro, you're training twice a week, and everything is nice. To then now coming back to non-league, and you're just like, did you want to stop at any point?
Not stop, no.
Okay.
No, never wanted to stop. But I found the hardest part at that time was balancing work, like trying to get work,
And football at the same
make
time.
some money,
Yeah.
and play football and earn some money in football as well.
Yeah.
What, quick one. What city was it?
Limassol.
And you know when you're walking around the city, are you a star? Because you're playing for like that's their club.
Yeah.
Like, and it's probably the only club.
Nah, there was a couple clubs in Limassol.
But do you get a vibe like, hey,
yeah, one because I'm black anyway. And
yeah.
Hey,
was you the only black player?
I know
there?
you.
yeah. No, I wasn't only black.
Yeah, but there's not many.
But there's not many.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can.
But are they rated? Like, are you getting extra love and like free meals?
Can I
here?
get a picture?
To be fair, the team that
I only care about that stuff.
Yeah, same one. Like, yeah.
I'm walking past the shops like that. I'm warming up. Every time they see me, this guy's warming up. He's on the
Never
beach,
played.
he's warming up. He's in the
Warm-up
restaurant
merchant.
warming up. This guy, you know.
Nah, there'll be places like restaurants that we can go and we'll eat for free.
Yeah.
Because they love us or whatever. But no, it wasn't that to that extent.
Okay, so it's not like
it's not crazy. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Did you have to learn the language?
Didn't have to, but there was the Cypriot boys are really welcoming. Like they're very homey people.
Yeah,
they bring you to their family, eat with us, stuff like
that's
that.
nice. Yeah.
That's
So
lovely,
I've got some friends there that I still speak to now.
That's
That's
amazing.
beautiful, man.
Yeah. So so I learned a few words of them. Yeah. And when you go to petrol station, you got to put petrol in. You got to ask in Greek.
In Greek, yeah.
And yeah, so I learned a few things, and it's quite easy to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm just happy with Somali and English, bro. I can't keep up now, bro. But obviously, so now you've knocked about in the non-league sector. When did the door knock for Australia?
So that was probably I was 25.
So you had about
I had about 2 seasons here in the UK, and then got a phone call to go see if I can go play in Australia, and just went.
Was it not even a thought process?
No,
Like,
it
you just
wasn't.
said, I'm gone.
Yeah, it was like I'm gone. Can't wait. Tell me when.
Was your mentality different though? Was you going there thinking, I can still get something out of it, or was you thinking, you know what, life experience, want to travel, want to see the world.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the money at that time.
So it wasn't money motivation.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't motivated by
But
that.
not only that, you can also tell people, bro, I played pro football.
Bro, yeah.
Like, no one can ever take that away from you. That's the biggest thing. Forget, like, of course, the money and that matters, but if we're going to be real, unless you're at those clubs, money can't ever be like, you're not earning the crazy amount that we all wish we could earn.
Yeah.
But you could go back and tell your kids and whatever, I played pro ball. I played here and I played in that country. I played in the UK as well. So that's something for you and your family to. No one can ever take that away from you. That's your moment. You see where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So what was Australia like for you now that you've gone? Firstly, I could never sit 20 hours on a plane. I don't know how you did.
24.
24? I'm out.
24.
You got to stop off somewhere and then it's all long.
Yeah.
What was it like?
Dubai.
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yeah. Malaysia on the way there. On the way back, it was Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a flight though, isn't it?
It's not.
What was the levels like there now?
It was low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very low. They're super fit, strong, quick, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But technically not great.
But it's not their national sport, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yeah, so that's why
they've got 3 or
I don't
4
know what it
sports
is.
that are in front
Australia, I know they're big on
Cricket.
obviously,
Cricket is one.
I think rugby is another one. They're big on rugby.
Rugby, yeah.
Cricket.
of Aussie football.
What's that?
That's bigger than
What's
football.
Aussie? What's Aussie?
Australian football.
You throw it and kick it at the same time or some man.
What do you mean?
It's basically a
Handball it.
Yeah, you can use your hands and you can
So
kick
wait,
it.
you catch it,
You run with it.
run with it, and then
Yeah.
You can pick it up and
Kick
kick it again
dash
like a
it,
volley
whatever you
thing.
want.
It's a small version of a rugby ball,
yeah.
and it's a circle pitch, and the pitch is massive.
So how do you do step over like that? That's mad. Man than them doing that. That's a step over. 5-star skiller.
quickly.
He's doing flip flaps with his hand. Hey, I might need to go there. You know, that might be my calling. You can see that. Hey, that's what Marv he said. You still got links out there. Let me go, man. Try and make it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, they got a few games that are in front of football.
Did you not think at any time, obviously, because when you're seeing the standards and the levels, like, do you not ever think like, oh man, I know a couple of man that can come here and play? Did you ever try to shout some of the man there and be like,
Yeah, yeah.
Australia's not saying much, bro. Like, come down, you can.
Yeah, no,
But they went on it.
I did. A few of them come.
Oh,
A few of them come over.
wicked.
Yeah. A few of them got introduced over there, and it was I mean, the football wasn't great, but it's the lifestyle was nice. You know, like it's a hot country. People are semi-friendly there.
Yeah.
What's the insect saying there?
It's not as bad as you.
Is
as
it
everyone's
okay? I'm
saying.
hearing. You know, like
I've heard a mad-
bro. I heard like spiders like that big.
I mean, there's part. I think like of the east coast, of Australia is like fine because it's close to the beach.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. But you go like West Country and it's like desert.
Did you ever scuff a kangaroo? Yeah, that's nice.
I'm not on it.
I
love those
These
videos,
are the
you know.
questions that people want to know. Did you have a one-on-one with a kangaroo?
One
bro?
on one with a
Nah,
kangaroo.
I went on it.
Bro, they're on it, you know.
I don't think anyone wants that, bro.
Nah, that guy wanted it. Remember the
guy,
jab?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He knocked him one
He
time. He
knocked
rocked the
him.
kangaroo. Like.
He rocked it. He backed his dog.
What was he fighting? His dog or something?
Yeah, the kangaroo had the dog in the head.
Locking it.
Banged it one time.
Nah, I couldn't do Australia, man. The snakes and that, it's just not for me. Wallah, I can't do that.
Bear sharks, and I love water as well.
Nah, I'm alright, bro.
I can't swim.
I can't do it.
You can't swim.
Nah,
No, he can't.
I nearly drowned in the sea, but that's a story for another day.
Wallah, I can swim. You hater. Wallah, you can't swim.
Nothing.
None at all.
Let's hear this story, man.
Nah, that's a story for another day. It's a long story. Is
You
that
can't do one lap.
Nah, I could in a
float?
swim. Nah. That's the thing. I don't float.
Ah,
I can't float. I can in a swimming pool. I can go from one side to the other.
yeah.
But in the sea, I'm dying straight away.
Wow.
Ask me how I did scuba diving when I went to Dominican Republic. Wallahi, I don't know. But I nearly died. I was at the bottom of the ocean. I panicked. I was taking in water.
No.
You're swallowing water. Oh
Yeah,
my.
water at the bottom of the ocean, bro.
Wait, you got one of those things.
I got the tank on me. I got
So
the
we-
oxygen tank.
So why are you swallowing water? There's air.
Yeah, but you know what you're meant.
He says, "Fuck the air."
Nah, I panicked innit? And
Yeah.
obviously, you know you're meant to remain calm innit?
Yeah.
I just panicked because I was basically what it was is we went to Dominican Republic. We booked an excursion to do like scuba diving and then take pictures and swim with the fishes and all of that.
Yeah.
So obviously, when you're in the hotel, you put the oxygen tank on you, and then they do a little
Yeah. They
training
prep
session
you,
with
and they
They asked me, "Can you swim?" I said, "Yeah, come on." I knew my brethren could swim innit?
Yeah.
Everyone that I'm with, I know they can swim. So if I get into a little
yeah. I'm with them.
I'm with them, so I put my life into my friends' hands, but
Yeah.
never do that. So what happened was, imagine we went out in a boat. I'm so unlucky, wallahi billah. I managed to be the first person. The guy goes to me, you. Come. I was waiting for everyone else to go.
Yeah. You want to watch?
Got on the edge of the boat, then you sit on the side, and then you just jump into the sea, innit?
Yeah.
So now I'm sinking, and they put weights on you, so you sink. So I'm sinking. I'm thinking, mashallah, like God's creation is beautiful. I'm seeing this ocean, I'm seeing fishes, I'm seeing this. I'm saying, yeah. Then
You realized.
my foot touched the floor. I said, fuck. I look up. I said, that's a long way.
Do you know how deep? Like, do you
I
remember
don't
the
know how
meters?
deep, bro.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm saying, yo, that's a long way. If I panic, if something happens,
Yeah.
I'm dead. So then, I don't know, I just started panicking. The minute I started panicking, obviously I got the oxygen thing in my mouth. I just came out. So I'm now trying to put it back in, but my mouth is open. I'm in the sea, bro. I'm thinking, what?
That's a
The water's coming out the nose.
Oh, no.
So I can't breathe. I'm putting the thing back in. The water's coming in my goggles.
He's dying.
I'm trying to take the weights off. I
Yeah.
can't breathe, bro. And I got asthma in it. So I struggle to breathe anyway. So I managed to take the weights off, but this tank is on me. It's heavy, but I'm swimming up. Alhamdulillah, I managed to get to the top. But as I'm swimming up,
Yeah.
my brother is coming down. We look at each other. He looks at me, he keeps going. I managed to get to the top, got on the boat, vomited. As soon as I vomited, I finished and I went like that. My brother came back up. He vomited too. The fucking shit. Only one of us managed to do it, and there was 4 of us. And
That's
that
mad.
guy has got a whole video of him just swimming with all the other people.
Nah.
Fishes, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
I nearly died at sea,
That's
bro.
crazy. You said never again, yeah?
Nah, I'll do it again though. Bro, it's beautiful in the ocean, man. I'll be like,
At West, you know.
oh, sorry. Where was we?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, bro.
I think we're talking about Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously now, when you said you shouted some of the man them, you got some of the man. Did that make you feel at ease a lot more? I'm guessing. I suppose.
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
You got some of your boys there.
familiar,
now.
yeah, just some familiar faces. And yeah, to be fair, the football wasn't great, so I wasn't, out of place.
Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah, so it was
What, are you still playing at right back this time?
I was playing in midfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was playing in midfield. Played centre mid for a bit.
What's your preferred position? I think I know it, but I want to.
Probably in midfield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. That's what I was going to say, yeah.
yeah. Like that, that deep.
CDMs.
Yeah,
6, yeah, basically.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit of you, innit?
No, we're talking about him right now. Prick. How long was he in Australia for?
Under a year. So the season was
okay.
like short. It was like 6 month, 7 month period.
Oh, they crammed the season up like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's very short
Because
season.
of the heat, I'm assuming.
Heat, and then it's just not that big.
So
not
there's
that
no
many
need to
teams.
drag it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So obviously, Australia's done now. Are you now back?
Back in UK, and then back to non-league cycle again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, now this may come as a shock to a lot of people. I'm about to say now. When did that call up? I'll let you explain the call up. Let me just be prepared for what you're about to hear. Because the first time he told me, I was like, "Come again, bro." I was like, "Huh?" So yeah, please, you take it away.
To be honest, yeah, it happened probably when I was about 26, 27. And there were, they'd find Sri Lanka national team found out that I was, half Sri Lankan and that I was eligible to play for the national team. And but I didn't have any interest at that time. I never thought they had a team.
Yeah.
I just thought, I was still naive in that sense. But I travelled there, and I was just visiting family. So I got introduced to one of the background staff, managerial side, and I had a sit down with him, and then we spoke about how we can get my passport, basically. So
That's sick.
Yeah.
Who's Sri Lankan on your?
My mum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prior to this, do you have any?
Yeah.
Obviously, your mum's Sri Lankan, but do you have any real connections to Sri Lanka?
Yeah. Like the food.
Yeah.
Obviously, my mum.
Yeah.
My family's. I still got family over there. My grandma's there. And traveling there, and obviously.
Okay,
seeing
so
the
it
country.
wasn't. It was not like a complete
it's not
shock
new.
to you at the
yeah,
time.
Yeah, it's not completely new.
What was it like for your mum hearing that the national team?
Yeah.
Want you?
I don't think, you know what, my mum was happy, but she was more, elated for me to get my passport.
Oh, she's thinking of that side of it. Yeah.
So I'm getting passport,
Yeah,
and then we
finally.
can have the country,
Yeah, football's cool now. Get the passport.
Get the passport.
Get that passport. Yeah.
She was, so obviously, but I told her, look, we'll try and go for it. And they, so difficult, so hard
What, to get the passport?
to get your passport.
Why is it?
They make it because they've got some laws and some rules that have been put in place back in 1930 that they haven't changed.
Shit.
And it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's crazy. So basically, it took about a year and a half for me to actually get my passport.
Wow.
Yeah. So the football team, I don't know, they probably didn't have strong links with the federation. Didn't have strong links with the government at the time. So it was
long wait.
You can't just go like that here.
Yeah. Some countries, obviously, if football's big in certain countries, you'll get that tomorrow. They'll be like, oh, you know what? Let me just chat to this person, give this guy a passport.
Yeah, some of my friends that play for like the Caribbean countries, if they got 1% of that,
So you get it.
Yeah, straight away.
You go, you go, mate. Yeah, we'll take you. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
don't ask questions.
Take this passport. Yeah, enjoy. Yeah.
Anyway.
Welcome to the country anytime. Come back.
COVID didn't help because it was through COVID as well.
Oh, okay.
So I probably started it when I was about 30, 31.
That's mad though. That's still sick in itself that you got the opportunity at that age for you to be like, you know
30
what?
plus, which is crazy.
30 plus. Because that's when obviously things start to slow down.
Yep.
Especially in and around that whole
Age.
yeah, of not even the age, that avenue of football, things start to slow down. So for you to get for that to happen at 30 plus, it's a madness, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember when he told us, like, we got a little WhatsApp group in it,
Yeah.
us and like the Mandem. And I remember he told us, and then I remember when he was playing in the tournament, you sent the link to watch it. We were gassed, bro.
But that's your
And
boy.
then Mandem, I said, hey, bro, my thing froze. Like, we're going back and forth, like, we're scrambling, saying, bro, is your link working? Send me your link. Like, bro, remember it's like link 1, link 2. You know them ones? Like, bro, my one's not. What link? What 5? All right. Bro, I remember it was a mad thing. Yeah, we were, bro, so happy for him, bro.
That's
like,
sick,
proud as well. Like,
of course, bro. That's your boy. Yeah, that's your boy, bro. You're gonna be.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that was probably one of my proudest moments, especially for my mom at the time.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So after I got my passport, she was happy, buzzing. And then she was in so when I was playing I can't remember, it was like one of the first games. It was a tournament that was in Sri Lanka at the time.
Yeah.
And my mum was in the country.
Oh, that's so beautiful,
She
man.
got like some of my aunts there as well. She came to watch. And yeah, that was good.
That's so
nice.
beautiful. Yeah. For them, especially that, for her even more. That's because that's her home country. So
Yeah.
she must have been like mad gassed. Man.
Yeah, and it's on TV, and
That's
it's a
what I'm
big
saying.
thing. So my nan's at home watching me on TV.
Yeah, that as well. Wallahi, yeah.
So wait, when you're walking around Sri Lanka now, them times, what's the vibe? Like,
Because there was speculation already before that I was going to go play for the country. They'd throw me up on like the newspapers. all the article stuff.
You done an interview as well, I remember?
Yeah, I've done a few interviews as well.
Yeah.
So they were like, and I'd gone and trained with like the camp, the national team in the camp in Qatar, like the year before.
And there's press.
So there's press there, there's pictures, there's all that stuff. Everything's online. So people kind of knew who I was already before I even played.
But not only that, is you've played for League One in England, you played professional in Greece, played professional in Australia. They're thinking, obviously for them, they don't get out of the country. And there's no disrespect to them. Most of them play in their respective countries they're coming from. So for you coming in, they must have been like, that's why obviously you're getting the newspaper coverage and the TV coverage. So was there any pressure on you? What was your mindset like? Obviously now you're coming in and you're seeing cameras in your face and this person talking about you, that person.
And also, what was the vibe like? Are they like, because obviously if I didn't know, I wouldn't think you were Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
No, are they giving you that vibe? Like, are they thinking,
Were they welcoming?
You're Sri Lankan? Like, what's the energy like from their
Sri
side?
Lankans are the nicest people in the world.
I can imagine, to be fair. I've met one or two and there's humble, like good souls.
People,
Even the ones that you think, you're not sure about this guy.
Yeah.
Still nice people, man.
Nah, they are.
And it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift
In what way though?
Because, they can still talk bad about you, but still be nice to you.
Sometimes sometimes I think that's the worst one always.
That's the worst
Like
one
when they're
always,
kind to your face and behind your back, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But obviously not everyone, but you get that
you get that
every. I mean, Sharp does it to me. It happens here at home.
I was going to say the same thing
the other day.
I've got to stay in the ends for that.
I'm saying
talking about you the other day, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like
I don't blame you, man.
So did you feel any pressure coming into it? Like,
to be honest, no, I didn't, because when I trained, I'd been introduced to them already, so I kind of knew most of the players, and it was I can't wait kind of moment, stage. So it was I didn't feel no pressure. I was just happy to go and play.
But this is different now as well, because you're playing for your country.
Yeah.
And we haven't touched on it, but you've got a son now during this timeline, and now your son's getting to watch you play.
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Bro, could you imagine could you imagine so it's not like you showing him pictures, but he never lived it. He's actually lived it.
Yeah.
So when he does get older, you can still chat to him. Bro, do you remember? And he'll be like, of course I remember that. Like, like obviously, when he gets older, you're gonna have that conversation. with him. That's amazing.
Nah,
bro.
it's a great feeling, man.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling. It's unexplainable. I literally, if you ask me, like you're asking me now, I still can't have words to
That's beautiful,
explain
man.
that sort of feeling.
What was better, that feeling because it's the first, or when you played for the World Cup qualifiers?
To play in front of my mum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So them games were the first games I played.
Yeah.
The World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah.
But to play on home soil.
Because I'm gassed. I'm thinking World Cup.
Yeah.
Bro, World Cup qualifiers. We used to play World Cup in school. Remember that? Hey, we used to play World Cup.
This country.
Remember that? Yeah. So imagine
Wembley.
So imagine actually playing, and I was telling them boys, like, you played against South Korea, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously we all know who plays for South Korea.
Yeah.
Like, you see him, innit?
Yeah. See him, and you know what? I'm never really that person that gets starstruck or anything like that. Because I've seen loads of footballers before. I've played against a few as well. But he's just like he's like a superstar.
Bro, he's a superstar over there.
Like,
He's a superstar.
He's on another
We're
level.
talking about Son for those who don't know.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, you never
he's
know.
super humble as well, though. And he's when I watched them train a little bit and watched them, do their thing, he was literally like the rest of them. He wasn't trying to act, big time or anything like that. He even gave me a little nod.
Yeah.
To think like, who are you? Like, what are you doing here?
He's looking around thinking.
Thinking, this guy's London.
what's
100.
going
He's
on
a North
there?
London, you, innit? He's a North London guy, bro. He's thinking, I know that swag. That's London.
He's thinking, hey, what's going on there?
Yeah. But yeah, it was. Obviously they got a crazy team as well. Even the rest of their players are really good.
The other brother,
FIFA champ.
This is my guy.
Yeah.
The one we was talking about, what's his name?
Lee. Yeah.
I don't want to say.
Lee or something like that. Yeah.
He plays for
Wolves.
Yeah, that's right. It's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays for Wolves now.
He
at
was
the
a
moment.
speed merchant on FIFA. We used to just bang him out.
When we were playing FIFA, he
What
was
was
my
it like
guy.
when you saw him in real life?
Oh, he's
Played against him, innit?
sharper. He's
Oh, you
even
played
faster.
against him, innit?
Yeah.
He's even faster.
He's
in
even
real life.
faster in real life, bro.
And on the game, he's like 91 pace.
No way.
Mad.
Yeah, he was not sharper than you, Sharp, but Yeah.
God,
He's blushing
for that one.
He's blushing.
Blushing,
don't
bro.
do that.
The first compliment you got, you're blushing.
Because you lot don't give me compliments. You lot idiots, bro.
You got
Bun
to
you,
ground
man.
you, bro. Humble.
Bun you lot, man. I'm gonna quit this podcast soon. But obviously now, if I was to ask you actually, who's the best player you played with and against? Obviously, we may not know them, and some viewers may not know them. But obviously, I'd like to hear you talk about the one you played with and played against.
It's such a hard question, man. It's such a hard question. Not that I've played with so many,
No, but you've been about, bro. So
Yeah.
it's
I could name, loads.
Which
to
one
be honest,
stood out for you?
But stood out. Probably playing against one that I was like confused with. Was Andy Reid. I don't know if you remember him. He used to play for Charlton.
Yeah.
Midfield player. I think he's Irish. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not sure, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wicked.
And he's left-footed.
Yeah.
Bro, he had both feet. He was spraying diags for fun. He's taking corners with right foot and left foot.
A bit of Santi Cazorla.
Like it was, and he just looked a little bit overweight, and he looked like he
Yeah.
couldn't move. But as soon as he got the ball, it was like everyone was just like that. It was like it's just no one could get near him. He wasn't
That's
fast or
mad.
moving. He was
Just
someone
all
that
in here,
should
though,
be.
innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all in his brain, and he was just a step ahead of everyone at the time. Played against Darren Bent. So I played against Cheltenham in a friendly once, and them boys played.
What's Darren Brent like?
Yeah, they're all good, man. All sharp, all quick, all just just.
Because I remember a while back, innit, a friend of mine told me to come play for his Sunday league team. They do like they play like ex-pros in that play. I think it's at certain Sunday. I think it's at over 35.
Okay.
35 league, but I went 35 at the time.
Yeah.
So you can,
Disclaimer.
before you start laughing in the background. But he told me, I think they were short a few players. He said, come play. So there's bare like ex-pros that I was playing. And DJ Campbell was playing. I don't remember.
Okay.
He's-
Yeah.
DJ Campbell, he's
Yeah,
Blackpool.
of course.
So he was playing. You can just tell the levels, bro. Like, and the maddest thing is, sometimes if you play with guys that are below your levels, you want to try do this and that. Bro, he didn't even, everything was off 1 and 2 touches. I stood there the whole game thinking, this guy's playing park football and his fundamentals have not left him at all. Everything was set play. If he could get you on the half 10 or spin you on the half 10, he's just hitting the ball. I was thinking, I thought you'd think that this man has played pro his whole life is going to come down here and try to do like step over,
Yeah,
do this and do. Nope. It did not change his game at all. I was like, wow.
Best players are the ones that know their game
Facts.
and just play to their strengths.
Facts.
That's it. Like,
And I feel like, I mean, obviously you coach now as well, but even some of the kids, I coach them all the time. And I say to them all the time, I said, I hate YouTube football because YouTube will show you 7-minute highlights of man doing the most.
Yeah.
But for 90 minutes, he's not doing that.
He's not doing
For 90 minutes, he's setting. He'll keep playing the game simple. And in key moments of the game,
Yeah.
he'll do whatever he needs to do. But I feel like some of the kids now, some of my under 18s, bro, they'll be dribbling in mad tight areas. And I say, what are you doing? Like, that's not football. Yeah, pick and choose your moments. I'll never want to take that away from you. I want people to express and enjoy themselves, but find the right moment to express yourself. You can't be doing it in
the right area of the pitch.
you know where I'm coming from. So
No, you're 100% right, bro. I have the same issue with these kids.
yeah.
So it's
7 minutes. They all just see 7-minute highlights, bro.
Yeah.
And so there's a stat where say for 90 minutes you only touch the ball for 2 minutes or something. I think it's 2 or 3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes, yeah, max.
2 or 3 minutes in 90 minutes. So for 88 minutes, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Where I'm coming from. Yeah, you're running
Chase the
really,
challenge.
really and truly, bro. You're not on the ball for 90 minutes. And even the best of players, bro, the greatest player in the world to ever play, Messi, he don't take 101 touches, bro. More time he's setting. And in the key moment, manic happens and chaos happens and he does the most. Sorry, I had to.
No, it's calm. It's calm.
Yeah, I really appreciate you not ruining my moment.
I'll let you have it, yeah.
Not stepping in.
It's cool. It's cool.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So now, obviously, you've done Australia, and I'm just sort of trying to like. You come back to England, and now you've started coaching.
Yeah.
What's that like for you now, knowing everything you've been through in your life, like from when you was an 18-year-old, butting heads with managers and your attitude? Well, you listen to whoever you wanted to. I'll try to be nice to you.
Nah,
you
you're-
listen to
nah,
whoever you wanted to.
You're right, bro.
But obviously, then going to Greece and then going everything that sort of led you along the way. What's it like now trying to give back to? You're doing under 18s, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
it like giving back to them?
It's I actually love it.
I was gonna think. I'll think that. Yeah,
I
I
love
thought
it.
that.
I found a way to express myself like a lot more than I could have playing wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I never was, captain material. So I wasn't the loudest. I wasn't the person who's trying to, get everyone on their game or whatever, you know, I'll support the players that were around me and speak to the closest ones that are in my, you know, around my position.
yeah,
But, you know, but now I've just found a different life of it, and it's just it feels natural. It feels natural. Yeah, it feels natural. Yeah, exactly. So
what made you want to get into coaching?
I still want to be a part of football, man.
Okay.
Like, you know, when I finish playing, when I can't move anymore, you know, this is what's going to keep me in the game.
Did you have that plan while you were playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you already knew.
I'd done my UEFA B in like 2014.
Okay.
So I had,
by chance you had this.
Nah, I had my like I want to coach. Yeah.
And it's a full-time thing what you're doing, and it's a proper scholarship and.
Yeah. So they literally like they train every day, do education, match days Wednesdays. And that's why I'm coaching in that system.
Do you go into the college and stick it on them if they're misbehaving?
Bro.
I used to be you, don't do it.
Hair dryer treatment.
If I had a camera like on me all the time, what, you know, the stuff that I'm saying to these lot, I've probably been sacked like already. You know what I mean? That's one thing.
But the things you hear in the dressing room,
It's mad though.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's needed. Some people only understand certain. Of course, some people are different.
But you know who reacts best to what.
You got obviously that's why it goes back to building them relationships with the people, having that connection. So I know how to manage or speak to certain players.
Facts,
And they can take it, or whether it's at the end of the day, it's about the feeling that you give them, whether we're winning, losing, drawing, training hard, whatever it is. It's the feeling that they'll remember.
Of course.
You know, so, and as long as it's a positive one, at the end of it, you know, then it's all good.
Obviously, we bucked up and we met up in America, and you told me you was doing football out there as well. What's that like?
It's coaching out there. We got to connect over there and coach there for a week, and it was good, man. It was like a training camp.
Yeah.
Something a little bit different, and I enjoyed it. Loved it.
Would you like to get into like full-time management and that?
100%.
That's your, obviously, I'm guessing that's your, in the next few years to come, that's the end.
Yeah.
And you don't care what country it is.
Nah.
Listen.
So we can tell from
when you get that role, let me warm up. I'll get the crowd fever pitch. Bro. Don't think it's El Clasico. I'll be doing a mad thing in a warm-up. I'll be doing shuttles. Just let me have that one moment. That's all I want, bro.
Every team needs a mascot, innit? So.
No. It's boring. I want a kit. Man says mascot. I want to warm up, bro.
You know,
you know what? I'm signing for the rivals.
Man.
I'm going to sign for the rivals, mum.
That goes back to like the characteristic stuff that we was talking about, Wes. That, you know, there's different characters in the team, and you need certain characters.
Facts. People forget that.
So some people, you know, like that feeling thing I was talking about as well. So if you've made someone feel that type of way in the changing room, maybe you've had that connection from years ago. Later on down the line, okay, cool, this is what he's made me feel. This is how he might make other people feel in the team, and that's what we need. So need a mascot.
Come down. And then you can run around and do all that, bro.
What, in the gear?
Yeah, bro.
That's what they're there for.
And these people don't see your face.
What's 1, 2, 2 moves and that?
You man don't rate me.
What's 1, 2, 2 moves and that?
You're the TikTok dancer, bro. Hey, me, bro. You, man.
I'm going to remove that.
I've got videos of Westside dance. I want to release it soon.
We'll post it.
Mad man, bro. I can't dance to save my life.
Or swim.
Also,
What can you do?
if there's any dance teachers, you know, shout me in it.
And swimming teachers.
Yeah, definitely.
Swimming teachers as well still.
My guy.
No, like we've really appreciated having you, and I feel like it's been a blast. If you could give one piece of advice to any young footballers watching out there, what would you give them?
I've had this one on like some other podcasts as well, and I've changed it, and I've never really thought about it. I've kind of freestyled it.
Yeah.
But this one I had something in the locker.
Oh, okay.
So we're not getting a freestyle version?
Nah, it's not a freestyle. And
it's
you know what it is? In my office in the college that I work in, I face a wall, so I need something to look at.
Okay.
So I look at loads of quotes, motivational speeches, and I pick whatever sticks with me. So, if someone says something that just sticks with me. And Inky Johnson, this guy who's used to be an American football player, he was saying this speech, and this sort of stuck with me. And it's I wouldn't say sums me up, but it's part of my core, my attitude as well. He says that we live by this, we die by this, we don't surrender, we don't retreat.
That's a good quote.
I like that.
That's a very good quote.
So that's me, yeah.
That's a good to
Over
the
and
young
out. Let
ones,
me drop the mic.
Yeah.
I'm off.
Now, while we
Nah,
appreciate
stop this clapping, boys.
you have to
Stop this
I'll
clapping.
give you your flowers, bro.
Thank you for coming on. And my boy, this is your time to shine, man. Come
Guys,
on.
Do what you do.
like, comment, subscribe. If you're not following us on TikTok, Instagram, make sure you are. We out.
Peace.
Love, guys.